So we didn't think we'd see the day, but LeBron James is now a player in Boston. Not that we ever thought that he was going to join the Celtics, but finally there will be black ownership in John Henry's Fenway Sports Group. What's the signal being sent here, Marianne?
Well, LeBron James, one of the most iconic black athletes ever in the history of this country, sends a signal when they hope that Boston is a place that can overcome its terrible racial history in general, in sports, and especially with the Red Sox going back to the Winter Haven days, all the way to last year when George Floyd was murdered, being one of the few MLB teams not to kneel during the national anthem. It will take more than LeBron James getting an ownership stake to make most people, and certainly other black athletes, think Boston's a destination. When they play here to this day, they still hear racial epithets. Let's hope it turns the corner, but I don't think it's the only thing that's going to do it.
Ginny, what was your reaction when you heard about it?
Well, first of all, I'm shocked Marianne didn't first say, can he pitch? That seems to be her main concern. Look, it's a show of optimism. It's exciting. It shows belief in the future of the franchise. There's also some karma with Curt Schilling dissing Boston and moving out when LeBron James is coming in. I like that.
Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Yeah, right. You know, a lot of people have that reaction, Marianne. But I will offer this. As of right now, on the Red Sox roster, there are no African-American players. As of right now.
I rest my case.
Amen. St. Patrick's Day came and went. Parade was canceled again. The breakfast was virtual. Has its heyday come and gone, or will the old, say it for me, woo-woo, say that.
Vega.
Thank you. Return next year? What do you think? Jenny, let me start with you.
Well, the White House was lit up green, so I think there's some staying power. And if my Instagram feed of everyone drinking their Guinness is of any note, it's coming back. It's a tradition. It should stay.
And the Chicago River was green, too. So there's a lot of green floating around, Marianne.
Yeah, look, there were the Bulgers days, and then there were everybody else. I mean, that
right.
was iconic. And Lynch did a good job. Dorsina Forey did a good job. And the current host is rumored to be thinking about throwing his hat in the mayoral race, and really interested if Lynch becomes postmaster general in that congressional race. So let's see what happens since it's going on while we are on air.
So much politics that'll be alluded to, or is being alluded
It's
to.
so Southie.
It really is. Best or worst week? Jenny, let's start with you.
You know, I went with two people you probably never heard of, Jim Hawkins from the Attleboro area, Lindsay Sabadosa from Northampton, two state reps who bowed to the teachers' unions and filed legislation to delay going back to school. What a shame, against parents, against children. If they're your representatives, you should reach out and call them to task.
Interesting pick. Marianne, what's your best or worst?
Worst week, Captain Jay Baker, the police officer who spoke out in the wake of the assassination of 8 Atlanta residents, 6 of whom are women and Asian American, saying that the murderer had a bad day. Jay Baker is a bad cop, and he has no business being in law enforcement. He sold anti-Asian T-shirts online, and he worked in Eric Prince's Blackwater operation of paramilitary mercenaries. He needs to go.
He sold those COVID-19 T-shirts. Yep. He did. Yeah, indeed. All right, Ginny, Marianne, thank you so much for joining us on The Record this morning. As always, it's great. Folks, thank you for joining us as well. Spring is here. Stay safe, stay healthy, and remember, every Sunday we go on The Record.